Is it fair to say that Mac Jones will never be the 49ers quarterback, or at least not tonight?
He's not the pick.
I don't think he's the pick.
He's not the pick. Nothing about anything that's happening screams that he's the pick. And I'm not going to say I told you so because I definitely sweated it out. But yeah, he's not the pick. It's not him.
I don't think he's the pick. I mean, I'm not saying I have sources on this, but I feel like you don't even need him.
No.
I mean, all you got to do is have a pretty good sense of how people feel about him locally and what the media is saying and what would happen if they took him. I mean, the questions at the press conference, the headlines, it would be just nonstop ridicule. And I don't think the Niners want that. I don't think they can do it.
Denver.
We haven't even talked about the DUI, the video that came out. It's hard to sell this, man.
Don't even worry about that, honestly. I think after the Denver trade for Teddy, I think that kind of told you everything that you needed to know. So Denver, it seems like is tipped off what's going to happen the first 4 picks. And they realize that neither of their guys are going to be there. Now, whether that's Fields, I believe it's Lance. I think they know that Lance is going to go. Okay. But that goes to tell you what other teams think about Mac Jones.
Yeah.
You could have stayed there and had Mac Jones, but you know what? They said, let's just get Teddy and let's just see what happens. And if they do find a way to draft the quarterback, then, you know, the report came out right before we jumped on that Drew Lock would be on the trading block, which is, again, one of the worst kept secrets. Obviously, he would be on the trading block as the youngest one.
Of course. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think he's going to be the pick. I think maybe from all reports, they went up with the intention of getting him. I'll believe that. I mean, maybe it's not true, but I can see that. But the more that's come out about him, the more harder it is to take it. I mean, fans are revolting already, and he hasn't even been the pick. There are legit questions to ask about that guy. And I don't know. I just don't think I don't think they're going to pick him.
Nah, nothing's pointing to it right now. Pointing to it right now. No.
Hester says, Jed York tweeted, can't wait to make new friends through social media. Makes me think it's not Jones unless he's being sarcastic. Why?
So that's a good point. Jed York is jovial on social media right now. Joking
what's that about? Yeah.
So he knows the pick.
Yeah.
He's fine with it. And if he's pulled up to social media, people have been tagging him in anyone but Mac and all that stuff. I'm putting pieces together for no reason, but Jed York is on social media and he's happy with the pick.
Right. And if it was Mac Jones, he'd be sweating it out because it would be bracing.
He wouldn't be on social media.
Nah. It'd be bracing for the least popular move of all time.
Was that you? Did you tweet that right now? It's either like everybody's laughing or like Kyle and John are fighting and Adam Peters is trying to break it up.
No, I wasn't.
So someone tweeted either Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are in a room laughing about all this, or they're wrestling to the death, and Adam Peters is trying to separate them, like to try and figure out what this pick is. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't feel like Kyle. If everyone's against Mac Jones and Kyle was holding out for him, I think he has to back down at this point. Not because of some new game tape they found, but because of other type of tape.
Here's an interesting theory. Did Jed York allow this trade up to happen not knowing who the pick was?
That's amazing if it's possible.
That's what I mean. I don't. So Jed York, who isn't the football mind that Kyle Shanahan is, let's just be frank, said, yes, you can do this, but you got to take this guy or one of these guys and not this guy, right? I don't know who that is, right? But I don't think it's not pointing to Mac. It's not.
To me, I think that what's most likely, unless they're really doing some great smoke screens, is Kyle sold Jed York on Mac Jones. So we're going to trade up for Mac Jones. They said yes. The more info they dug into Justin Fields and Trey Lance, particularly Lance, they liked. Mm-hmm. And the more time that went on, the less popular Mac Jones became. And I think he's less popular right now than anyone in the Niners organization could have guessed a month ago. They didn't see this coming. I mean, if Kyle says Mac Jones is good, I think they probably thought, okay, Niner fans will get into it. But now it's like, hey, trade Kyle. Fire Kyle if he makes that pick right now. And I don't think they saw that coming.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. If it's Mac, then the clock starts. If it's not, then you get a chance to develop any of these guys. So again, it all boils down to what's going to be the question of the hour, the question of the month. What's going to happen at 3?
Rick says, Grant, you need to watch Game of Thrones. I'll give you my login information for Ape Trio Max. Dude, people always giving me stuff. I feel like Jake from State Farm. I'm like, hey, man, thank you. Like, no, here, take.
Hey, Rick, I want to watch Godzilla versus Kong. Can you hook it up? Like, good God, I already seen Game of Thrones. All right.
Carl says, this Rodgers news shows me we aren't drafting McCorklius Jones. Yeah,
it's done.
I think
it's done.
Me, my whole theory is that Kyle Shanahan wasn't supposed to be at that press conference on Monday.
And he was pissed that he had to be there.
I don't know. He was pissed about something. He was definitely pissed, and he was there.
Pissed. He was pissed he had to be there, and he was pissed that he had to answer questions about who they think he's going to be picking. And it's still the same question that got him irritated in the first press conference about
of course.
the Kirk Cousins.
He doesn't want to answer that question. He doesn't feel,
and he didn't want to be there. He's
right,
disgruntled. He was just like, listen, man, this was supposed to be Lynch's thing. He does this every year. Why am I here? But all those things, they needed them to come out and answer those questions.
My conspiracy theory is he saw that video of McCorkle just before he went out and was like, oh, God, I can't
sell that one to the team.
I can't sell this. All right. Raymond Martinez Jr. What's up, Raymond? Says Mac drinking problems hit too close to home with Alden Smith experience. It's the clean players like Lance and Fields who will be picked. I agree. And we're going to talk about which one.
John Lynch literally picked Solomon Thomas because he was the can't miss off the field prospect.
That's right. I think there was a big thing that Jed York felt that that he had allowed Trent Baalke and Jim Harbaugh to sully the 49ers brand. And that above all else, Jed York is responsible for maintaining a brand which goes way before him, way precedes him, and is, up there with the Yankees, and pretty much that's it. The Yankees and the Niners. So he's got to handle that.
Look at it like this. If you didn't think that the 49ers were relevant, look at what's happening around this draft. Look at all the discussion around the 49ers having a chance to get a franchise-altering quarterback. This has dominated the news cycle. Have you ever seen the 49ers ever in this sort of news cycle where they are constantly the discussion? And that proves your point that, the 49ers are still a prestige franchise that everybody wants to see what happens with them.
Absolutely. It's like they're a sleeping giant that's been awoken, and all of a sudden it's like the West Coast Cowboys in terms of media exposure, media coverage.
And they're just and they've made more Super Bowls.
That's right.
Sorry, don't. We're not doing the Dallas Cowboys thing on here. Sorry.
Dupe 408, good name, says, would Urban trade the number 1 pick for number 3 in Bosa? Deal or no deal? No.
We get number 1?
Yes, and they get 3 in Bosa.
That's Travis Barker.
Travis
Barker. Travis Barker's got Kourtney Kardashian. He's doing pretty good.
Dude, Travis Barker needs to go away, man. Come on, Travis.
Wait a minute.
Nothing makes me more upset than the Travis Barker remix. Like, no, turn that off right now.
So I joined your stream, and you decided to wake up today and slander Travis Barker. That's what we're doing.
The Travis Barker remix. No, get that the hell out of here. No.
Honestly, would Urban trade 1 and 3 for Bosa? No. But would I?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I really like Trevor Lawrence. I like Nick Bosa. You got to trade great players to get great players. Nothing against Nick. Yeah, good question. EJ says, do you think the Niners would trade ahead of the Steelers to draft Najee? What would get that done? Niners are known to trade back into the
Isn't that one of your topics?
Yeah, let's go there, right? Well, we're going to hold this. It's one of our topics. So thank you. I promise we're going to answer the question. There was one more donation we're going to hit real quick, and then we're going to get back to our things.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Mac was the guy until the party video. Now Lynch is telling Kyle no way, and Kyle doesn't want other prospects, so they desperately seek Rodgers. That's what I think. We'll never know.
Well, I think the timing of all this is bad. If he would have told the 49ers come get me before they traded up, this would be done deal already.
Yeah, that's right. That is so true because they would have had the ammo.
They would have had the picks.
Dude, the Niners have been so caught. Like, they've had the timing all wrong. They were too patient on Stafford. They were waiting for Watson. That fell apart. They were waiting on Mac Jones. They can't do that. Aaron Rodgers should have been the one. Oh, man. Well, it's not easy.
Rodgers, this information would have been good to us yesterday. Like, not right before, like, you trade up for all this stuff. Like, go back and tell us. Like,
this is outside the box thinking right here from Jared Davis. Trade Shanahan to the Falcons for the 4th pick.
Do we get Arthur Smith at least?
They just hired Arthur Smith. But hold on. Trade Shanahan to the Falcons for the 4th pick. Take Lance at 3. Pitts at 4. Hire Mike Shanahan as head coach. Boom!
That's Galaxy
They never
brain.
saw it coming. Galaxy brain stuff. I liked it, man. I did not see that coming. There were so many twists and turns in like 3 sentences. Less than that. Hold on. Man, the questions, they come in fast.
I told you, and you wanted to do a short show.
I know. And then people, if you miss them, they hit you up on Twitter later. Like, hey, I didn't appreciate that you stole my $5. You're like, yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. Kate says, do you think Rodgers wanted out for a while and decided now to come out about it to force his way to SF so Green Bay takes the 3rd overall? Man, it's possible.
But I don't think he cares about Green Bay getting the 3rd overall pick. He definitely does not care about what the Packers have got going on right now, honestly. He doesn't.
Maybe he's just trying to force it to happen. It's like, it's a deadline business. Well, it's a deadline day. Maybe something will happen today.
Yep.
Hey, yo, Christopher, thank you.
And the NFL loves its drama.
I love the drama.
But who could have predicted all of this on one draft night? This doesn't happen in Major League Baseball. It doesn't happen in the NBA. It doesn't happen in NHL. I didn't even know they had a draft. Like this is still the most fun draft, honestly, at this point.
They're leaving so much money on the table by not doing this stuff. Trade number 2 for Rodgers, then Patriots. Number 3 for Rodgers, then Patriots draft Jones and trade him here for Jimmy.
No.
Rodgers, no. But thank you for the donation. Chad said, no. I think the shock of the draft will be the Jets selecting Justin Fields and not Wilson. What would the Niners do then? Trade with the Falcons? They would take Zach Wilson, I think.
Yep. And look, all right. Maybe I'm spoiling something, but pick 3 is Wilson or Fields.
Oh.
Yep.
You're spoiling it. Why do you? Okay. Let's just do it then. Hold on. Pitts at 3, run the team back for a year, maybe 2. I know this is blasphemous. Trade Kittle Bosa, Pitts that guy, get some draft picks back. You know I want to do that. I have so many people telling me what I want to do daily. I'm like, yeah. Appreciate you. Yes. Draft Kyle Pitts. Donnie, thank you.